Hi, my name is Rebecca and welcome to Yarn and Pajamas. Today is day number 4 of Vlogmas and I have my gift here from Summer for the little advent that we done swap with each other, and it's very jingly. I did bring me a little slicer this time because her tape is a super duper strong. So let's cut the box open. Cute little snowman box. And let's see what's inside. Ooh. Look at all those goodies. So we have some hand cream. You can't go wrong with hand cream. Oh, it's a scratch and sniff. Swirled peppermint. Let's see. That smells really good. Swirled peppermint. Okay. And then I love these little doorknob hangers. Those are so cute. Look at these. Some decorative bells. Some bells to hang on the Christmas tree. Those would be cute. Those would be cute on the Advent calendar Christmas tree too. I might save those for the Advent calendar. But this is going to go right over onto the door. And this is going to go right over by my chair. I love to use lotions when I'm crocheting because my hands get so dry with the yarn. Sucks like all the moisture out of them. Okay, so thank you very, very much, Summer, for my jingly gifts tonight. I really love those. Put this over. Let's go ahead and slice that tag off. Well, I didn't do a very good job. There we go. So I can hang this on the door. Okay, so last night I read you guys a story from the Magic of Christmas Miracles book, and you guys seem to really like that. So I thought, just why not? Let's just do another one since, we ain't got nothing else to do, or I won't say wait, I don't have anything else to do. So we are going to read a story tonight, and this one is called The Kindly Veterinarian. So I'm excited to see what this one is about. Let's remove these glasses so I can see. Our ordeal began early in the morning, about 6:15 on December 20th, 1996. My husband had just gotten out of bed when suddenly we heard our dog scratching on the hardwood floor to get our attention. Jack Dog has a history of epilepsy, and we initially thought he was having a seizure. But unlike any of his previous seizures, this time he seemed to be completely limp, unresponsive to our touch. He just lay there motionless. His scratching on the floor seemed to have been a last-ditch plea for help. We called a 24-hour animal clinic down the street to ask advice. A staff member told us to keep an eye on him, and if he didn't get any better, to bring him in around 9 a.m. when the vet arrived. Jack eventually seemed to come around and even stood up at one point, and we thought everything would be okay, but it wasn't. He continued to act strange, wandering listlessly around the yard. When he began to pass blood, we knew we couldn't wait until 9 o'clock for the vet. So I opened the phone book and found another clinic that opened at 8. I called immediately and they told us to bring the dog right in. My husband loaded Jack into the car and we drove him to the vet. The vet told us that he wanted to do blood tests and possibly x-rays to diagnose the problem. He estimated his care could cost around $400. After returning home and arranging to borrow some money, we called back to let the vet know that he should proceed with the tests. I went to the veterinarian's clinic with my mom about 10 a.m. and Jack's prognosis was grim. At that point, our poor dog was vomiting and was in shock. The vet had determined that Jack had acute pancreatitis, possibly caused by rat poison or by something else he had ingested. We didn't keep anything like that around the house, so it was a mystery what had caused the ailment. Jack was bleeding internally, and his pancreas and liver had shut down, and the vet didn't give him much chance to live. He said our only option at that point was to treat him very aggressively with intravenous fluids, blood transfusions, and antibiotics. The treatment could cost $1,500 or more, with no guarantee that Jack would live. We knew our only option was to have him put to sleep, since it would be impossible to pay for the treatment. It was a hard decision. It was the hardest decision we ever had to make. I had my husband bring our 3 boys over to see Jack for the last time. We each had the chance to give our final hugs and say our final goodbyes to our beloved dog. After the boys and I left, my husband stayed in the treatment room to talk with the vet. But this kind veterinarian did not want to put Jack to sleep. He felt that he was a very special dog, so he talked my husband into giving Jack to him. He said if we signed over our ownership rights, he would do everything he could to save Jack's life. However, that meant we could have no further contact with Jack. During treatment, we would not be allowed to see him, and should he survive, he would be the property of the veterinarian. Jack meant so much to us that just the thought of him chasing a ball again, even if it wasn't us throwing it, was worth signing him over to the vet. So my husband got me to come back, and we agreed. We paid the bill for the office visit and the blood test and walked out of there that day thinking we would never see our beloved Jack again. The following Monday, we called to find out if Jack had made it through the weekend. He was still very sick, but he was alive. I took his favorite ball to the vet's office and asked that they give it to him. We thought it might give Jack the incentive to keep fighting. Without our wonderful dog, it seemed that Christmas would be anything but merry around our house. We tried to be cheerful for the kids' sake, but on Christmas Eve, as we were listening to the radio play holiday music, I couldn't keep the tears away. I'll Be Home for Christmas was playing, and all I could think about was Jack. At about 1 p.m, I was wrapping gifts when there was a knock on my door. My husband answered, and there was Jack, with ribbons around his neck, and the good veterinarian and wishing us a Merry Christmas. The reappearance of Jack looking happy and healthy was truly a Christmas miracle. We learned that the veterinarian had used his own dogs for blood transfusions, had spent the whole weekend working with Jack, and through his loving, tender care had nursed Jack back to health. This kind man had not only saved his dogs, but had also given him rabies shots, brought us a bag of special dog food and antibiotics, and for all this, charged us nothing at all. He said that he had just wanted to make someone's Christmas happier this year. For our family, no greater gift has ever been given. I will never forget Dr. Brian McKee of Aspen Arbor Animal Hospital in Westminster, Colorado. I never dreamed that my tears during the Christmas song would turn out to be tears of joy and gratitude for the man who brought our best friend home on Christmas Eve. And this is from Diane Bradshaw of Westminster, Colorado. That was a tearjerker, guys. I had to like edit the end of that because I started crying so bad I could talk. I'm so sorry about that. Well, anything with animals is gonna make me cry. So, and I'm prone to crying at these things anyways. Let me know what you guys thought of tonight's story. I feel that was a good gift for Diane and her family. So I'm gonna go before I start crying again. So I will see you guys on day number 5. Bye.